Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. It's good to be with you again. My name is Craig, your friendly neighborhood substitute meditation teacher. Today's thought for the day is all about being true to oneself, or as Shakespeare said so famously in Hamlet, to thine own self be true. This above all, to thine own self be true. Let's explore this a bit. So we'll start with a little meditation. But before we even do that, we have to be set up to meditate properly, to have yoga. So, first of all, if you're seated, sit up with a straight back. That really helps to keep the spine aligned. Exhale all the air out of your body. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, shall we? Inhale through the nose. Retain it for a little while. And then instead of forcing it out, just let it come out the nose. Repeat. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Feel better? I do. So you can close your eyes if you feel more comfortably, or I suggest you look straight ahead. Maybe you see a point of power, a place to focus your attention. I'll just step out of the frame for a minute or two, so not to get in the way. I'll offer a commentary that you can choose to follow. What is it that I need to remain true to myself in today's world? I need courage. I need the courage to remain true to myself in today's artificial world. And this is not a small thing. The practice of spiritual study restores this courage. Spiritual study in this organic process to remove the misperceptions that I have acquired through time that cause fear and limitation. As I peel away illusion and come closer to the truth, accordingly, these layers of fear are removed and lifted off the soul. Om Shanti. So indeed, being true to oneself is really important to be happy in life. It's when there's a separation of being true to the self and my interaction with others and with the world in general, that I have a dichotomy that's set up. But how does one be true to oneself in a world that's so artificial? And not only that, but if you just look at it for a moment, would you say, is the world becoming less artificial with time, or more artificial with time? I would say the latter. And if my happiness is the most important thing, if the most important thing of all is to be true to thine own self, it's even more important. I'm going to have to become more and more true to myself as time goes on, to be happy as the world becomes more and more artificial. So, truth on this side, artificiality on the other side, a giant chasm between those two things. What is going to bridge that gap between truth and the world in which I live? Courage. Courage. I need courage to remain true to myself while living in this artificial world. So, what is courage? Courage is not walking into the flames without thinking. It's being so frightened that you don't think you can move. You're shaking in your feet, you're shaking in your boots, but you move forward anyway. That's courage. Another way I might think of it is, if you think of French, the French language, the word cour, C-O-U-R, the same as the first syllable in courage, means heart. Age. It's the age of the heart. So by using my heart, meaning truth, you think of heart and truth being very close together. If I speak from the heart, or if my mind is aligned with my heart, that is true. Then I'm being true to myself. So, do I have enough self-confidence, enough love for the truth that I can quietly but firmly stand in place and speak what I know to be right and do the best that I can do to make my words, my actions the same, so that to do the best thing that's in front of me right here, right now, do I have that trust? There's another word that's deeply connected with courage. When I have trust in the outcome of something, courage is there to support me because I know that this is just a temporary obstacle. Fear is an illusion about the future. It doesn't exist in the present. Sure, maybe I'm afraid of what's in front of me because I don't know what's going to happen later, but right now, I'm okay. So, when the heart and the head are in line, that's what courage is. Don't think about it too much. Stand quietly, but firmly in your truth, right here, right now. So let's do another little meditation. Again, I'll step out so that I'm not part of it. This is about you developing this relationship with yourself. Again, let's go through the breathing. Let's take a few deep breaths together. One more. Now, I invite you to keep your eyes open. Look straight ahead. You see that point of power between two halves of a heart. Maybe it's power that joins the separated heart and brings it all together. The courage of character. As I stand quietly firm in this present moment, firm in my convictions, I trust. I trust that doing what is right, what is just, doing what is in front of me, right here, right now, to the best of my ability, I trust that this will lead me to the best version of myself. As I do this, I feel my integrity once again being restored. Gradually, I am reacquainted with my true self. This is my real character. And as I become more and more quiet, I begin to see what are the building blocks of this true self of mine. In this quiet space, I recognize that one of them is peace. Peace is my true nature. I think about that peace. I experience that peace. I am that peace. And this is real. Another quality, love. I experience that love. I am that love. The more and more I experience these two qualities, I don't have to look any further than these. Peace and love. Truth is purity, like true gold. The alloys being removed. This act of sitting here quietly in what is called meditation, connection, remembrance of my true self. That's what meditation is. The remembrance of my true self, full of peace, full of love, free from fear, free from worry, free from anxiety. Om Shanti. Well, I hope you got a taste of it the same way that I did. No matter how many times I do this process, it still feels oh so wonderful to experience it. And I know that it's true. I can feel it. And that is my true self. And I have no reason not to be that as I go throughout the day. I don't have to shout it from the rooftops. I don't have to tell anybody. I just be. I just am. So it's all that whole process of going from a human doing to a human being. It's a spiritual study of discovering my true self once again. And I'll leave you one more time with that quote from Shakespeare. And above all, to thine own self be true. Thanks for listening. Om Shanti. I hope to see you again.